What is up, dogs? It's Colin here, and I'm in my kitchen. We're in my kitchen. It's getting late. I need to eat. Today, I wanted to talk about daily vlogging, and if that's something that if we should do. Should we do this? I don't know. I've done some research and I figured out that there's a lot of pros and cons, and that's what I'm going to share with you today. So quick story about this is that I just got back from Portland, Oregon, and my family and I went on this cosmic tubing trip, and I ended up making a video about it, or I'm making a video about it. And I realized last night I was editing and I was reflecting on like this whole process, and I was so alive when we were there. I had so much fun like shooting the video, like taking angles, telling him to set up shots. Like I had so much fun doing it. And even during the editing process, I was just like in the zone. I was alive. I realized that in my nature is like to create. I need to have something to create oftentimes. And if I don't, a lot of times I feel like, what am I doing with my life? I need to be doing something. And then when I'm doing it, it's like there's peace in the world. Everything is right. I feel good. I'm like in my element. When I started shooting it, I was like, this is gonna be dumb. And then halfway through it, I was just like having the best time ever. So I was sitting with that thought, and I was also reflecting on how most of my challenges in my life have revolved around some sort of like need to do it right, or paralysis by analysis. Then I woke up this morning with this feeling of all of a sudden like these things showed up in my reality. I saw a blog post and it linked to something else. All of a sudden this idea came to me. It was like daily vlogging. It was totally inspired by something I had read online. It was actually inspired by Steve Pavlina's 365-day blogging challenge. I just started thinking, wow, I just became enlivened by it. I started doing some research and I found all these like pros and cons of like what it really takes to vlog for 365 days out of the year. So I'm gonna first share with you the cons. The first one is the most obvious one. It's a ton of work. And not only that, it's not a big direct ROI. People sleep less, they have to work more, and sleep is a big issue for me. In the past, I've had health challenges. Basically, I dealt with dealing with like adrenal fatigue type symptoms, and I don't want to keep dealing with that stuff. Another thing, because it's a lot of work, your work might suffer. Our work might suffer. Day job I'm talking about. So there's gonna be less attention to that. Like I said before, it's not the best ROI. So there's other things that I could be doing, like if I wanted to start a video production business or something, or an editing business, that I could be doing that stuff. But I'm gonna be vlogging instead. So that would take away from it. Conditioning myself for another failure because it's so hard, I might give up, and then I'd be like, oh, I can't stay committed to stuff. I'm just a failure subconsciously. The quality of my edits and my productions are likely to suffer, and that makes me uncomfortable. Not being present, so too busy distracted about the shots and everything and not being like in the moment. The last con is like, what am I actually contributing? What's my purpose of all this? Like, where's the value I'm creating, you know? So like a lot of people get successful on YouTube because they have channels about cooking or health or yoga, and this is just like, oh, welcome to my life. So like, what's the value in that? Okay, so given all those cons, now here are the pros of creating a YouTube channel, specifically with my lens, but this would be a pro for you as well. So in all of the esoteric, spiritual, new age wisdom, and even classic success wisdom, act as if you are and you shall become. So if I want to be a YouTuber or a video producer or something, if I start making videos every day, that's acting as if I am doing that, rather than thinking and wishing and hoping about it and not doing anything. It's a chance to learn how to story tell. So learning to find the stories in every single day and actually like making those happen, and like pulling the stories out of the ordinary, because most of us live ordinary lives and there's stories to be shared there, and that's some of the most compelling stuff that people connect over. Another thing is it's getting you out of your comfort zone. It's getting us out of our comfort zone, and that's very important for growth, for feeling alive, for not feeling stagnant. Discovering what your channel is about. I think that's a big one for me, because I don't know, and I think I did a couple videos on biphasic sleep a few years ago, and just randomly, I didn't think anything about it. I just wanted to like challenge myself, and I ended up, you know, getting like thousands and thousands of views from those. Discovering what the market wants is by exploring and practicing and like experimenting with stuff. Okay, discovering, this is one of my favorite ones, discovering my authentic self. So somebody really talked about like being who they really are and not needing permission from others. And that's been such a challenge for me, is like being my authentic self and not people pleasing and stuff. And like this is a chance to like really discover who I am and express that version. And lastly, engages the will. So like that paralysis by analysis thing I talked about, this engages your will center, engages our will center to go out and like commit to something and make something happen. It's putting us on our edge, out of our comfort zone. It makes life more exciting, more challenging. And the things, it is a bad ROI, like, because it's not directly affecting anything, but it's like pushing us on their edge, and it's really like leaping into the unknown, because in the end, we don't know what's going to come out of all this. Okay, so that's what I got for that. I'm not gonna make a decision about it today, but I am going to sleep on it and probably make the decision tomorrow. Today's the 29th, by the way. All right, thanks for watching, guys. I would love if you hit the subscribe button so you'll be posted when more videos come, and then that way it encourages me to continue. It's like a feedback loop. It motivates me to keep creating and making fun stuff for you. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and comment what you think about daily vlogging. I mean, it's hard. All right, peace.